So let's dive into the fascinating science behind the Aurora Borealis, also known as the Northern Lights. These mesmerizing light displays are a result of the interaction between the Earth's magnetic field and charged particles from the Sun, which are referred to as solar wind. You might be wondering how this interaction actually takes place. Well, it all starts with the Sun, which constantly emits a stream of charged particles into space. These particles are mostly electrons and protons, and they travel at incredibly high speeds, ultimately reaching our planet. Now, the Earth is surrounded by a protective magnetic field called the magnetosphere. This magnetic field is what shields us from harmful solar radiation, but it also plays a crucial role in creating the northern lights. When the solar wind reaches Earth, it interacts with the magnetosphere, causing some of these charged particles to enter the Earth's atmosphere. Once these charged particles make their way into our atmosphere, they collide with various gas particles such as nitrogen and oxygen. These collisions transfer energy from the charged particles to the gas particles, causing them to become excited. As these excited gas particles return to their normal state, they release energy in the form of light, creating the breathtaking light displays we know as the Aurora Borealis. Now that we've covered the science behind the northern lights, we can move on to the other fascinating aspects of this natural phenomenon, such as the different colors, the best times and locations to view them, and their cultural and historical significance. Stay tuned. So, now that we have a basic understanding of the science behind the northern lights, let's delve into the different colors that make these light displays so mesmerizing. The colors of the Aurora Borealis are influenced by several factors, including altitude and the type of gas particles involved in the interaction with the solar wind. You might have noticed that the northern lights often display a variety of colors, ranging from green and pink to red, yellow, and even blue. These colors are determined by the type of gas particles that the charged particles from the Sun collide with in our atmosphere. The most common color seen in the northern lights is green, which is produced by collisions between charged particles and oxygen atoms at lower altitudes, typically around 60 to 150 miles above the Earth's surface. On the other hand, red auroras occur at higher altitudes, around 150 to 300 miles above the surface, where the charged particles collide with oxygen atoms in a less dense atmosphere. Now, let's talk about some of the other colors you might see in the northern lights. Blue and purple hues are the result of charged particles interacting with nitrogen molecules in the Earth's atmosphere. These colors are usually seen at lower altitudes, similar to the green auroras. In some cases, you might also see pink or yellowish colors in the northern lights. These are usually produced by a mix of green and red auroras, creating a blend of colors that can be absolutely breathtaking. So, as you can see, the different colors of the Aurora Borealis are influenced by factors such as altitude and the type of gas particles involved in the interaction with the charged particles from the Sun. Next, we'll explore the best times of year and ideal weather conditions for viewing the northern lights, as well as the role of solar activity in determining their intensity and frequency. Stay tuned. Now that we've covered the science and colors of the northern lights, let's talk about the best times of year and ideal weather conditions for viewing this stunning natural phenomenon, along with the role of solar activity in determining their intensity and frequency. First and foremost, the northern lights are typically visible during the winter months, when the nights are long and dark. The ideal time frame for viewing the auroras is usually between late September and early April. It's essential to have clear, dark skies to maximize your chances of witnessing this breathtaking spectacle. So be prepared to venture out into the cold and stay up late, as the most active hours for the northern lights are usually between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. Weather conditions play a significant role in your ability to see the northern lights. Clear skies with minimal cloud cover are crucial, as clouds can easily obscure the light display. It's also helpful to avoid areas with significant light pollution, such as heavily populated cities, to improve your chances of getting a clear view of the auroras. Now, let's discuss the role of solar activity in determining the intensity and frequency of the northern lights. Solar activity, such as solar flares and coronal mass ejections, can significantly impact the intensity of the auroras. When solar activity is high, the northern lights can be more vibrant and visible over a larger area, sometimes even reaching lower latitudes than usual. Solar activity follows an 11-year cycle with periods of high and low activity. During the peak of this cycle, known as solar maximum, the chances of seeing intense auroras are higher. However, it's important to note that the northern lights can still be visible during the solar minimum, although they may be less frequent and less intense. In summary, the best times of year for viewing the northern lights are during the dark winter months, with ideal weather conditions being clear and dark skies. Solar activity also plays a significant role in determining the intensity and frequency of the auroras. Next, we'll discuss the top locations around the world for experiencing the Aurora Borealis, so stay tuned. Now that we've covered the science, colors, and ideal viewing conditions for the northern lights, it's time to discuss the top locations around the world for experiencing this incredible phenomenon. While the Aurora Borealis can sometimes be seen at lower latitudes during periods of high solar activity, the most reliable and breathtaking displays are usually found in the Arctic Circle. Some popular destinations for viewing the northern lights include Norway, Iceland, and Finland. Starting with Norway, the northern regions of the country, such as Tromsø and the Lofoten Islands, offer fantastic opportunities for aurora hunting. Tromsø in particular is a popular destination due to its accessibility and vibrant local culture, making it an excellent base for your northern lights adventure. Additionally, the Lofoten Islands provide a stunning backdrop of rugged mountains and picturesque fishing villages, creating a truly unique setting for viewing the auroras. Moving on to Iceland, this small island nation has become an increasingly popular destination for northern lights enthusiasts. With its vast, unspoiled landscapes and minimal light pollution, Iceland provides numerous locations for witnessing the Aurora Borealis. Some of the top spots in Iceland include the Thingvellir National Park, the Jökulsárlón Glacier Lagoon, and the Snæfellsnes Peninsula. Finally, Finland also boasts some fantastic locations for experiencing the northern lights. In Finnish Lapland, you'll find the unique experience of staying in glass igloos, allowing you to watch the auroras from the comfort of your bed. Rovaniemi, the capital of Lapland, is another popular destination, as it offers various northern lights tours and activities, including dog sledding and snowshoeing. In conclusion, the Arctic Circle is home to some of the best locations for experiencing the Aurora Borealis, with popular destinations such as Norway, Iceland, and Finland offering stunning displays and unique settings for witnessing this natural wonder. Next, we'll delve into the cultural and historical significance of the northern lights, so stay tuned. As we continue our exploration of the northern lights, it's essential to acknowledge their cultural and historical significance. For centuries, the Aurora Borealis has captivated the human imagination, inspiring indigenous myths and legends, as well as influencing art, literature, and photography. So, first let's delve into the indigenous myths and legends surrounding the northern lights. Indigenous cultures across the Arctic have developed various explanations for this natural phenomenon, often attributing spiritual or supernatural qualities to the auroras. For example, the Sami people of northern Scandinavia believed that the northern lights were the souls of their ancestors dancing in the sky. Similarly, some Inuit communities in Greenland and Canada viewed the auroras as spirits of the deceased, playing a game of celestial soccer with a walrus school. So, as we move on to the realm of art and literature, the northern lights have also served as a source of inspiration and fascination for countless artists, writers, and poets. From the vivid descriptions of the auroras in Scandinavian folklore to the stunning landscape paintings of romantic artists, the northern lights have been immortalized in various forms of artistic expression. In more recent times, the advent of photography has allowed for the stunning beauty of the auroras to be captured and shared with people across the globe, further fueling their intrigue and allure. In conclusion, The Northern Lights hold a special place in the hearts and minds of people across the world, transcending cultural and geographic boundaries. From indigenous myths and legends to their influence on art, literature, and photography, the Aurora Borealis has left an indelible mark on human history, serving as a constant reminder of the beauty and wonder that our natural world has to offer.